Hello ladies and gentlemen, the Illuminator here, and welcome to the first ever annual Slammy Awards of Universe Mode. These Slammy Awards are for the season of 2014 to 2015, and I guess this is how we're going to end off a series now with this. Basically, if you want to vote for each contendant and all that in each category or whatever, basically in the comment section down below I will put down all the categories of the Slammy Awards that I've decided to put in this, and basically you put which was the best in each category. You just put that down in the comment section. Obviously you can't vote for two things in the same category. That sort of like makes it lose the point of the Slammy Awards, I guess. So yeah, I will be making sure I'm checking votes, making sure they're fair and everything. So yeah, anyway, it is it's time to get into this, as we're going to kick off with our first category, the most extreme moment of the year. First extreme moment goes to Michael Cole when he broke a table at Night of Champions. Basically the story was, it was a 3 Stages of Hell match between Seth Rollins and Angela Roberts. Angela Roberts hit a catching rock bottom, and then, you know, this shocked Michael Cole so much that he decided to break the announce table, completely break it, really. You know, it is shattered into pieces, monitors everywhere. It was kind of an unnecessary action from Michael Cole. I guess he just got really excited. Anyway, our next contender goes to the Boogeyman when he countered CM Punk's suicide dive by throwing some steel steps in his face in midair. It was pretty brutal moment and not a great moment to CM Punk, but very good moment for the Boogeyman. I believe it's on the 16th week of Universe Mode this happened. Then on the 19th week of Universe Mode, this goes to Jey Uso for putting Roman through a table, and this is on there just because of the fact it's Jey Uso. Like, he's quite a small wrestler really, and doesn't really pull off big things, but all of a sudden out of nowhere he's just putting Roman Reigns through a table, a goddamn table, with a huge move. It was incredible. Anyway, next one will go to Bray Wyatt for the full match at Wrestle Temple between Jeff Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt gets the win because he won this match, and so he'll get the Slammy Award if this one wins. But the full match itself was an extreme moment. It was the most extreme match of the year, and so many extreme things happened. Tables, ladders, not so many chairs unfortunately for a TLC match, but nevertheless it still impressed a lot of people. And then last of all, this one goes to Stone Cold for the stunners he did to Dean Ambrose in a Hell in a Cell match at Wrestle Temple. 2 huge stunners, not any normal stunners, but 2 special stunners. One from the top of the cell, which made Dean fall off the cell onto a table, causing it to break. Second one was Dean Ambrose jumping through the cell, the middle of the cell when it broke open, and Stone Cold catching him with another stunner, getting him the win. And that ends the category of extreme moment of the year. We now move on to our next moment, the OMG moment of the year. This one goes to The Undertaker for his attack at Hell in a Cell. He basically attacked Boogeyman, Kane, and Bray Wyatt with the help of his mystical powers of teleportation and everything like that, and it was a completely brutal attack. Boogeyman got put through the cell wall, Kane lacerated from the top of the cell through a table, Bray Wyatt tombstoned through the cell. It was pretty brutal. Next one goes to Kevin Owens for defeating The Undertaker on the 31st week of Universe Mode. This was a huge win. The Undertaker was doing an open challenge for a European title, and so many competitors throughout the weeks were trying to win the title, and then Kevin Owens out of nowhere destroys The Undertaker and gains the title. What an episode of Wednesday Night Battleground that was. Then we had Roman Reigns for his betrayal on The Rock at SummerSlam, his own cousin getting betrayed by Roman Reigns. After The Rock, I believe, won the Hardcore title causing Roman Reigns' jealousy to get the better of him, and he attacked Brock in envy. Next one goes to Zack Ryder for his 9-second elimination at the Royal Rumble. Basically, Rob Van Dam was number 1, Zack Ryder came in at number 2, and then Zack Ryder eliminated Rob Van Dam in 9 seconds as soon as the bell started. So, pretty big moment there for Zack. Our next one goes to Chris Benoit for returning from the dead at Wrestle Temple to fight Kevin Owens for the European Championship. This was insane. He had a huge entrance, best entrance of the night probably. Don't even need a Slammy Awards to know that was the best entrance in Universe Mode pretty much. And yeah, Chris Benoit, welcome back to Earth or life or whatever. Next up goes to Nanashi for betraying his own student Cloud Fox at Wrestle Temple. Cloud Fox is about to win the match against Seth Rollins for the WWE title, and then all of a sudden Nanashi with a kendo stick comes in, breaks the pin, and just beats the hell out of Cloud Fox. Despite his attack, Cloud Fox fought both of them off and still managed to gain the victory despite this betrayal. However, I do believe this may I believe Cloud and Nanashi have some talking to do in the next season. And that concludes the OMG moment of the year. Next up, we are going to go to the best match of the year. We've got quite a few here, so bear with me. This one goes to Undertaker for the Adrian Neville vs Taker at, on the 28th week of Universe Mode. It was one of the open challenge matches for the European title. It's a back and forth match. Adrian Neville nearly won, but Taker just taking him out with a tombstone at the end. Next one goes to Cloud Fox for Cloud Fox versus Brock Lesnar at Elimination Chamber. Huge match, probably the first ever like proper huge one-on-one match. It was pretty insane, and cemented a legacy for Cloud Fox for probably the years to come, or months even, or however long Cloud Fox is going to be here with us. Next up, we have the Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank, of course. This will go to Dean Ambrose for winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. But it was a pretty good match. Craziness happening non-stop. It was insane. Then we have the YouTube Triple Threat at SummerSlam. This award goes to Angelo Roberts if he wins it, because he won the match, of course. It was a triple threat to determine who would join the main roster between Angelo Roberts, Cloud Fox, and Oxley J. Of course, Cloud Fox didn't win it, but then Cloud Fox would later join the roster after winning the Royal Rumble. But Angelo Roberts managed to get his career here. Oh, the voice break there. Managed to get his career here in Universe Mode for probably the months or years to come. Then we had the Master of the Temple ladder match at Wrestle Temple. This award will go to Finn Balor, and a really insane match, especially to Finn Balor and Adrian Neville for pulling off a huge spot in the match. Adrian Neville did a red arrow, taking out 3 people when whilst Finn Balor dealt with the other person with a coup de grace from the top of the ladder straight down onto his opponent. It was unbelievable, and I have to give it to both of those guys. I mean, well, I'm not going to give the award to both of them. I wish I could, but still, Finn Balor will receive that award if it wins. Then we have another Wrestle Temple match, Jeff Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Like I said, the most extreme moment of the year, extreme match of the year, so obviously it had to go in here. Then we have another Wrestle Temple match, Chris Benoit versus Kevin Owens. Just gonna go through these a little bit quicker now. We had Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, taking on Dean Ambrose at Wrestle Temple. Then we had the main event of Wrestle Temple, Cloud Fox versus Seth Rollins. That concludes the best match category of the Slammy Awards. We now move on to the breakout. Sorry, I'm back. I've just been asked to speak a little bit more quieter, so I'm going to be whispering for the rest of this a little bit. But anyway, breakout star basically is the little guys who got a little bit bigger this year from Universe Mode and their benefits from it. Anyway, let's move on to this. First one is Jey Uso. He's been through a very tough year, his family falling completely apart, but Jey Uso became a hardcore champion for a little while, even taking out his own brother Jimmy Uso, and becoming a bit more of an individual here in Universe Mode. Next one goes to Angelo Roberts. Of course, he won the SummerSlam Triple Threat to join the main roster, despite he's not been amazingly successful. But you know, you got to give it to him. He's managed to get a career here in Universe Mode, and surely, I bet in the future he'll probably start getting bigger as we go along. Then we have Zack Ryder, a really entertaining competitor. Like before, he's not been winning too many matches, but he sure as hell been putting on some entertaining ones for a guy of his talent. And you know, he's managed to get himself into so many matches, like the Money in the Bank match, the Master of the Temple match, maybe even the Elimination Chamber match, I can't remember. But he's been gaining himself a whole ton of opportunities, never been able to take any of them properly. But yeah, anyway, Zack Ryder is done pretty great. And then of course, last one has to be Cloud Fox. He started out bad by losing the Triple Threat at SummerSlam, and that was nearly all over for him. That was nearly no career whatsoever, but of course I decided to give him a second chance at Royal Rumble, and he took that chance and he blew up. He won that, then beat Brock Lesnar at Elimination Chamber, and then beat Seth Rollins at Wrestle Temple in the main event. That is the definition of starting from the bottom, and now we are here. And now we move on to our final category, Superstar of the Year. First up, we have Seth Rollins. He has achieved so much this year. He was the first superstar to win a Fatal 4-Way in Universe Mode, the first superstar ever to win a 3 Stages of Hell match without getting pinned. I'm quite sure, I swear he's achieved so much more as well. So many things he's achieved. He destroyed everybody who got in his way until Cloud Fox, of course, beat him for the title. But he's had a pretty big year, amazing year for him, and nearly dominating the whole year, or nearly the whole year. Voice break there, sorry. Nearly dominating like most of the year as WWE champion. Then we have The Undertaker. I believe The Undertaker, not been here for too long, joined during Hell in a Cell, of course, with his big attack. Had a undefeated streak for a while and became European champion. Brought a man back to life, Chris Benoit, at Wrestle Temple. So, you know, this is one hell of a superstar. Undertaker can pack a punch when it comes to, you know, making big moments in your career, I guess. Next up we have Bray Wyatt, who's also achieved quite a lot. He was a 2-time hardcore champion, the first ever 2-time champion of our Universe Mode. Also a European champion at some point. So he is the most decorated champion, decorated superstar right now. Of course, he's yeah, that's it. Bray Wyatt definitely having a huge dominant year for him, and right now he's going to continue next year as hardcore champion. And then last of all, Cloud Fox, of course, as well as being the breakout star, he generally has just turned into a superstar, and you know, it's completely destroying the year as soon as he won the Royal Rumble, and becoming the first ever superstar to main event Wrestle Temple, along with Seth Rollins. And you know, he's currently undefeated in this year, so that's also a big point to him. Yeah, anyway, I'm just glad to have him as a superstar here, and I wouldn't be surprised if he won this award. That concludes the category of Best Superstar of the Year, and that also concludes this year's Slammy Contenders. Now it's all up to you guys to vote for who you think should win in each category of the Slammies. There are 5 categories which I put in the comments down below. So make sure to put your comments of who you want to win. If you don't have a YouTube account and you're watching this without a YouTube account for any reason at all, then there's always my Twitter and alternative stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, I do hope you guys enjoy the Slammies. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become a League Mates today. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.